Hello, this is Claudine Francois with In Good Clean Taste. I'm here with Rochelle Collingwood from Revolutionary Fitness Cali, and we have a very exciting topic today. So hopefully, if you're tuning in now or you're watching this later, you can certainly put questions in the comments for us, and we will answer them when we can. We are going to be talking about stress.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know, drum roll. We're going to be talking about how it is so harmful to your health and how you can change that, like how to chillax. Because here's the problem, a lot of us know that we're stressed and we know we should find ways to de stress, but we just don't know how. So,
Yeah.
first off, I'm going to say that from my perspective, as a health and weight loss coach for women, I find that stress is particularly challenging for women who want to lose weight. And
Yeah.
because I'm working primarily with women who are ages 40 and over, that weight loss is like a primary thing because a lot of us find that what used to work in our bodies doesn't work anymore. I'm sure you've
Sure.
seen that too, Rochelle, with your
Oh,
clients.
yeah. Totally. Yeah. There's the breaking point about 40 years old when the hormones change again.
Well, and our bodies basically just don't compensate for us anymore. They're like all those things that you did in your 20s, and I would just like carry you. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. You got to figure it out yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
And the thing is, stress, I find, is the number one enemy of weight loss. So I can put my clients on any
Yeah.
eating regime, any kind of exercise. If they are stressed, their bodies are just going to hold on to that fat for dear life. Because
Yeah.
the stress response, one, it's basically to give us the energy to run away from the tiger, right? And
Yep.
so to do that, it's like, I need these fat stores. I'm not letting them go. Um, but two, the thing with the stress response is because you need your body wants to focus on giving you that energy, it turns off everything else. It turns off metabolism, it
Yeah.
turns off immune function, it turns off reproductive function. So basically everything else is like sidelined so
Yeah.
that your body can run away from the tiger and therefore no weight loss.
Yeah.
So that's
That's,
a bummer.
that is, I mean, I reading all the science, that's totally true. Like when we're in fight or flight, which that's what stress is, our body wasn't meant to be in that except for in high physical situations, right? Where you're like running away from a tiger, like you said.
Mhm.
Nowadays, we don't have that stressor, but we have so many others. And so it's learning how to detach from those stressors and kind of free yourself from the day to day. Because we really weren't meant to be stressed every day. It was meant to be a once in a blue moon type thing.
Yeah, a quick thing.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be in
Mm-hmm.
chronic stress, which is what most of us are in.
Yeah.
So, Rochelle, how do you help your clients when it comes to giving them tips and tricks on, like, okay, these are some things you can do to get yourself out of this chronic stress, fight or flight thing that
Yeah.
you got
So,
going
and
on?
I think this is like one of the most important things is all of us have a different path to relaxation, to finding our zen, right? And so this is like the fun playground. I think this is a fun playground to get into and learn all of the different ways that so many people have come up with to de-stress. Some of this, I was like, sometimes there are people, I was like, I have clients that their favorite de-stressor is hanging out with their kids and just playing, like get on the floor and play with them and just forget about the everyday of life and just become a kid again, do crafts with them. Those kind of things where you're like connecting with a human. That might be de-stressing. Some of you might have heard that and said, that is the most stressful thing. Okay, so that's not you. That's not your thing. That's okay. So you're going to find something else. So maybe your thing is going to a float spa or going to get a massage or doing a manual therapy treatment. Maybe that's your relaxation. There's others of us that are like nature freaks and we just love getting out in whether it's the mountains or going to the ocean and spending time outside and enjoying Mother Earth and seeing what nature has to offer. Some of you I know are like, oh my, I would never go outside. That's okay. So, what I'm saying is, we all have our own journey to what brings us happiness and what brings down our stress level, what brings us to a more relaxed heartbeat, that your brain's not racing off from one thought to another. It's like I can find a place of peace. And so I highly recommend looking at this playground, trying out all the different things that intrigue you, because not all of them are going to intrigue you. Try the ones that do and find your little niche and find those few things that you can do that are time effective. I've found that even just when you wake up in the morning, taking 5 minutes of silence when it's still dark, the lights aren't on yet, sit up in bed, take 5 minutes to yourself, just think about you. What things do you want out of the day? What do you want? That might be a time to just like come back into yourself and say, I'm not going to worry about, I have to get the kids ready for school. And like, let's not start with all of that. Let's start with ourselves and take 5 minutes to just calm. Do the same thing right before you go to bed. Focus it back on you before you go to sleep. That might be the de-stressor that you need to sleep better, to focus more, to get things done in a more orderly fashion at work. And then, of course, we're talking about being healthier and getting the weight loss we desire and getting that fitness in that we really, really desire to have, so that we can like boost our energy. And so those are my like little tips. I would say I only gave you just a few of the so many options of what you could do to de-stress. And I'm sure if you just go out and look, or even comment below and ask us for more tips, you're like, those ones didn't resonate, do you have any more? We can definitely give you more tips and tricks of how to relax, de-stress, come to yourself and be like, yay, I'm back in normal mode instead of the fight or flight.
Right. And last week we talked about sleep, which is
Yeah.
we all need at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Otherwise, our body automatically goes into stress mode.
Yeah.
One thing that, and I loved all your tips. One thing that I read once was like, to really de-stress, you need to get your body physically moving, which for a lot of us means like, ooh, exercise. But no, you can just have a dance party in
Yeah.
your living room. You don't need to be dressed up. You could be in your pajamas and just kind of put on your favorite tunes and dance it out.
Yeah. That, I would say that's one of my favorite ones. Yeah. Dance
Awesome.
party. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Rochelle. I
Yeah,
love this
absolutely.
topic. So tell me, how, if people want to follow you and get more tips on healthy living, fitness, where can they find you?
Yeah. So my tags on social media are at Rev Fitness Cali. And so you can follow me there and get to my website, revolution or revfitnesscali.com is the best way. And then, yeah, comments below. We can get in touch with you and comment. Like we can exchange information. So that's me. How about you?
Awesome. Well, if people are seeing this, they're probably following me on social media, but I do have a website and blog, ingoodcleantaste.com, where I
Okay.
have healthy recipes and tips and tricks, so they can, and some freebies, so they can find me there.
Yeah. So all my followers that are watching this, jump on, check out. She has tons of free recipes and ideas on her website too. So very
Thank
good.
you. All right. Well, it's great
Awesome.
seeing you. Have
Yeah.
a wonderful rest of your
You
day.
too. Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.